meet you.
Natalie, Lena is such an interesting character, and as a psychology student, basically having a degree in that, what was the thing that was really interesting for you on how much to show of her? What was her motivations for you just to play her?
Well, I was so excited to get to play this character who's this soldier scientist. She's kind of uniquely suited to solve this mystery of the Shimmer. And she's also facing her own demons. She's really dealing with her own self-destructiveness. And it was really exciting to get to play her, but also scary because she doesn't show a lot of herself. And so it was hard to understand how to convey all of these different emotions when she's someone who's kind of so closed off.
Yeah. She's fascinating, though, and when you get to have this group of very smart, capable women going out and being problem solvers in this trip, you get to look at all these different types, and you kind of see, even watching it, who would I be in that situation? When you're playing and looking at, you know, all these other different types of women, do you most think that you would be the Lena, or do you think that, you know, maybe Tuva's character or Tessa's character?
I don't know. I don't know that I make those comparisons between myself usually, because you always have to identify with your character. You have to understand their motives, even if they're not the same motives you would have. So there's always a little bit of remove, I feel like, from my characters and my own personality.
What was the thing that you had to kind of beef up in your own skill set to be able to play Lena with the most authority? Because you're a biologist, but then she's also a great, you know, kind of ex-soldier and all of that.
Well, we did a lot of physical training and sort of military drills and shooting practice, and that was really, really funny to do with all of these women. We had a good time, and also because she is a biologist and has all this kind of professorial jargon, I also read a lot about the sort of topics that she talks about to kind of understand what I was saying.
Exactly. You know, there is a scene, there's an attack scene that comes in the film, and it is stellar. And I know a lot of that was done practically. Mm-hmm. Was the sound and also part of it, just what was it like kind of trying to play that in the moment, even though it's, you know, the mechanics of film?
Well, part of it was definitely there. So we had parts of, in the different sort of attack sequences, we had parts of the creatures really there, so we could kind of feel what they were like. Some of the sounds are real, like when you're shooting blanks and it's very loud. And obviously whatever sounds we're making, whether it's screaming to each other, all of that stuff. So you do feel the sort of panic in the moment.
So at the end, there's a lot of concrete to play, fluidity of your body and such, but then there's a lot of the existential. And when you have to kind of try to marry those two together, what was the thing that you felt most comfortable with or giving yourself over to in that?
Yeah, well, I think that that's one of Alex's great attributes, is his ability to kind of connect the exterior with the interior, and that this whole world of this strange environmental phenomenon is mirroring and echoing something that's going on inside. And so these mutations are behavioral, are cellular, are environmental, and all of that is sort of one effect. And that was really an exciting thing to get to play when the inside is what's outside.